Так, ну что мы тут? Двигаемся дальше. Чуть-чуть денежек есть. Наша задача просто поизучать окрестности. Может, повыполнять какие-то задания. Первое, что я понял сейчас, это то, что не надо наглеть.
Hey, Hans!
Это не я. Ага.
Are you talking to me?
Who else? Gutenberg, the hangman's halter? You really don't remember?
Не.
Back already, Hans? I thought you'd be gone a lot longer.
Do we know each other?
Of course. It's me, Joachim. We met in Gutenberg. We had that row about who had the right to a better pitch at the market. We nearly crossed swords at the cattle market in the morning. But come evening, we were getting boozed up together at the hangman's halter. You more than me, I reckon, seeing as you don't remember.
Where is it exactly I'm supposed to be coming back from?
You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. I gave you some trinkets to see if you have any luck hawking them for me there. Didn't you go in the end?
I'm not Hans. I'm Henry.
Yeah, right, Hans. And I'm King Sigismund.
You're a trader, then?
Not quite, Hans. Just a plain old huckster, like yourself.
How's business?
It's been better. Luckily, there are still enough people in Gutenberg who aren't living hand to mouth, but they still chafe at the prices, even though I haven't put them up in years.
Where do you get the goods you sell in Kuttenberg?
Wherever I can, Hans. Wherever I can. Every now and then I meet a merchant on the road who's happy to trade with me. Other times I bump into a craftsman in some backwater who makes quality stuff that doesn't cost the earth. So I peddle my wares around the country.
I'm curious to see your wares.
Wares? Trinkets and baubles, more like. But
Так.
something might catch your eye.
Что у тебя есть? О, 44, да? Блин, ну это все наши бабки. Ага, то есть это типа... Понял. Короче, кошелек это квикслот для еды, повязок и зелий. То есть можно их во время боя, видимо, через эти штуки делать. Отмычка. И зелья сохранения. Кстати, безумно дешевые. Они в оригинальной игре стоили в 6 или в 7 раз дороже. Так, ну ладно. Наверное, мне нечего тебе предложить. О, пацаны дерутся. А чё вы тут деретесь, мужики?
What's that? Hey, fellow. We're an honest lot.
God be with you.
Ага. Просто Джим Брос, да? Лагерь возле дороги. Ну, вроде порядочные люди, да? Ладно, пошли дальше. Вот, надеюсь, тоже выйдет мод. Он логичный, конечно, но... Типа вот, раньше вообще кусты блокировали передвижение, а сейчас они очень сильно замедляют. Я бы хотел, чтобы вообще этого не было. Нереалистично, но просто экономит время. Особенно если я пешком хожу. Мне все-таки хотелось бы где-то лошадь найти. Тяжеловато пешком бегать. Все-таки в начале прошлой части почти сразу ее давали. Территория огромная. Придется как-то изучать местность. Ну, кстати, вот привыкаешь к графике, смотришь на самом деле Здесь ничего нету прорывного, но вот она просто очень красиво, качественно сделана. То есть вот к коровке подходишь, и видно, что у нее вот есть детализация и шкуры, и хвостик нарисован красиво, и вон и рожки, и глаза. То есть такая опрятненькая коровка. То же самое с остальными. То есть не богато, но вот прямо видно, что старались. И с другой стороны, это и на технические требования тоже влияет. Потому что вот типа сталкер, он на Unreal рисовался. Там, конечно, видно, что... Ага, это мы пришли, где я вчера ставил этот. Это, кстати, похоже на конюшню. Может, тут есть что-то интересное. Желаев. О, это, кстати... Дахов и Желаев между собой воюют. И там был один квест у корчмаря, который говорит, что типа надо подосрать этим. И, видимо, что я могу договориться здесь подосрать этим. Но я решил пока их не трогать. Прикольно, кстати, у каждого свой ярд, как я понял, да? То есть сейчас было 3 жабки. И мне надо найти, где можно есть. У меня нету еды.
Hell on earth! Just a few days' walk from here. You have to hear this. In Silver Scallops, they say, without warning, attacked by Cuman troops. In one afternoon, they burned
Opa.
down the whole village, killed all the villagers, and drove the local lord out of his own castle. You see what that ginger fox Sigismund is doing to our land? He wants to burn us all. Go home quick and start praying. Only God can save us from the foreign hordes. And give all your property to your local church. Quick, for Sigismund's soldiers seize it or torch it.
Aye, that's exactly how it is.
Точильный круг. Ладно. О, лошади, да? Конь, конь, конь. Седло. Это похоже на конюшню, да? А может и нет. Посмотрим сейчас. Еще покушать где-то найти. Было бы вообще отлично. Так, у меня ничего нету. Украсть, обокрасть. Ну тут вроде пока ничего нету интересного. Здрасте. Господыня. Так, хорошо. Здесь ничего не нашли. Ага. А, то можно вот так делать, да? Я что-то не понял, как я это сейчас сделал. Тахов. Ну ладно, пойдем вниз, посмотрим, что тут еще есть. Вот. Ну надо поесть найти. Яблочки не. Прикольно, вот если бы как в Фейбле было какое-нибудь опавшая яблочко, чтобы можно было тихонько скушать. Еще и дождь пошел, блин. Ну мне, кстати, нравится, что старт стал, как ни странно, очень динамическим. То есть он... О, может здесь что-то есть? Это пасека. О, это нам надо. Оно, наверное, и портится плохо, да? Сытись 31. О, шик. Ну, наверное, пока не возьмем, но будем знать. Типа это мед не ворованный. То есть можно в пасеках раздобыть себе покушать. Так, двигаемся сюда. Может быть, тоже еще какая-то деревня. Просто очень необычно перемещаться без лошади. Но они сделали села довольно кучно. Я бы сказал, что это реально не села, что это хутора скорее, а не села, но все равно сделано очень классно. Что вот так вот посмотришь, и есть какое-то взаимодействие, да, то есть какое-то село, допустим, у нас было более таким типа аграрным, да. Здесь, например, жил кузнец, то есть оно такое типа индустриальное, ходили к нему кузнецы. То есть оно вот так вот все сделано рядом, да, чтобы можно было там в течение часа-двух между собой торговать или ходить по делам. И это удобно. Люди так и жили раньше. Просто то, что размеры странные, то есть это реально хуторок, а не село. Потому что вот село, ну они разные были, типа вот сейчас же тоже села есть, которые вот невелики, но, блин, все равно. Сейчас мы посмотрим. Что я хотел, блин, посмотреть еще. Так, здесь понятно. Какие-то, видимо, трофеи. Так, куда я... Ага. Все, я дошел до метки. Ну, вон поселок, надо идти. Ховаться. Мне интересно, кстати, да, я хотел проверить высушенные вещи, которые в сушилке делаешь, да, они? Ага. Если их типа сушить в пакетике, то они не портятся. А вот эта ромашка уже выветрилась. Ну, это, кстати, приятно. Ну, с одной стороны, это плохо, что нельзя их так спокойно при себе держать, но с другой стороны, теперь есть система логичная в зависимости от свежести вещей. Ждяр, да? Надо будет сюда еще пойти посмотреть. Мне кажется, я попал не в нужное место. Маеток, да? Кабанчики.
Jesus Christ, be praised. What do you want here, you scoundrel? Why'd you barge in here?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Ага. Мята ромашка. Ну,
Why are
короче,
you wasting my time if you don't want anything, then, eh?
сушилка. Ага. Ну, нам что-то не сильно рады, да? Я смотрю. Блин, как бы еще под дождя спрятаться? Ну ладно, мы так не сильно типа от него страдаем, но все равно.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
God be with you.
О, это похоже что-то большое. Это что-то похоже покрупнее поселение. О, торговец киньмы.
Wait, that's my Pebbles, my girl. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
О, это нашо. Да, блин. Иди ж мне с тобой поговорить, чувак. А где ж торговец-то, а? Может, он спит где-то? Не хочу я пока воровать. Поищем, короче, сейчас этого торговца. Если не получится, я его проскипаю. Просто, я думаю, он к конюшне приблизится. Думаю, он где-то от дождя прячется. Просто я не знаю где. Так, ладно. Можно подождать, посмотреть. О! Не, все еще идет дождик, конечно, плохо, но послабее. Нет торговца найти, мужики, знаете? Гнездо, точильный круг. О, может ты? Наймет. Так, ну я ж не буду воровать, не хочу пока. Так. О, конюх. Поговорити. Купити.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
That grey horse you have grazing here is mine.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
Look, it's just one horse. It's not that important, is it?
What do you mean, not important? I sell horses, it's how I make a living.
Ah, well, a horse here or there. What difference does it really make, eh?
It makes a difference to me, and to Lord Samine as well.
Ah, well. Never mind then. She's my horse. I rode in on her from Ratai, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not. So you are out of luck.
Who sold her to you?
I told you already. Some young lad. He wasn't from here.
What did he look like? Where'd he go?
You're a bit hasty, eh? He had black hair and a big beard. And he looked like he'd been sleeping in the woods. And his breath smelled like hell. But I couldn't tell you where he was headed.
Look at me.
I am looking.
Take a good look.
I am.
And what you see?
A simpleton?
Fine. I'll buy her from you then.
That's more like it.
Блин, а у меня нету 150.
I changed my mind.
У меня нету 150. Извините. Я что-то думаю, я его смогу как-то убедить, но, видимо, нет. Но без коня совсем плохо. Но я и воровать его не буду. Зачем? Мне надо просто какие-то найти задания несложные, чтобы первый капитал сколотить. То есть у меня 50, да, но мне надо еще. Я мог бы, конечно, в кузне их подзаработать, но, не знаю, не хочется гриндом заниматься. Я думаю, тут много вариантов для заработка. А я могу, кстати, покупать ей. А ну. А как мне вещи постирать? Может, реально можно как-то, ну? То грязные. Может, как-то реально можно? Мыло, да? Что оно нам дает? Ага. Так, а я могу прямо в воде, да? И как его использовать? Как мыть вещи? Как мыть вещи? Кинутые. Не, это не то надо. Так, хорошо. Ну ладно, взяли пока мыло.
God bless.
Здорово, здорово.
Praised be Jesus Christ. I wish you a
Бакалейщик.
pleasant day.
Бакалейщик. Ага, ну это типа как жилой квартал, да, поэтому тут рильник, служниця. Водильня. Шорник. Шорник это у нас кто? Это у нас кінь.
Praise the Lord.
Good day to you.
Ага. Это у нас ребята занимаются конным бизнесом. Так, хорошо. Вообще хорошего мало. Мы разведали еще одно место, да? Пойдем к мельнику посмотрим, что у него еще есть интересного. Раз уж по дороге, ну. Мы что-то побираемся. Я думал так нагло, что мне коня все-таки дадут бесплатно. Это б наше передвижение сильно бы упростило. Ну ничего, будем напрягаться. У меня, конечно, лежат там доспехи красивые за DLC, но я бы их пока не использовал. Разве что для стелса я возьму тот костюм, который выйдет на следующей неделе с твичевских стримов. за дропсы. Там, где черный костюм этого ассасина или разбойника, или вообще называйте как хотите. Что еще? Ну давай. Угу. Угу. Правильно, пошел и нахрен. Все стрелы. Яйце, да? Плохо. С другой стороны, что я ожидал? Да, там падают и ценные вещи. Так, мне что-то прям настойчиво показывает маркер, да? То есть, может быть, тут есть какие-то интересные штуки. Ага. Местность-то у нас скалистая. Мы на нижнем семени. Дорога.
I heard at the Troskovitz Tavern that you might have a job offer.
Так.
Well, you don't look lame. I reckon I could find some work for you.
Так.
I also heard you're invited to that big wedding coming up.
That's no business of yours at the moment.
All right. So what kind of work do you have for me?
You'll be carrying sacks of flour.
Ну, давай парочку поносим.
Well, I probably won't find anything better around here anyway.
The sacks are in the barn, and the wagon is in front of it. I'll give you a groschen for every half dozen you carry. It may not seem like much, but if you don't dawdle, you might even save up for some nag at the Samine stables. I heard they got lucky and recently rounded up a bunch of horses from some company that got routed by bandits. They've got some gray old nag that they're practically giving away. You won't have to buy food. We'll take care of that. And you can sleep here, in the barn. But not on the sacks of flour, you understand? Or I'll tan your hide. Climb up to the loft with the others.
Oh, fuck me.
Careful what you wish for. Go on, get to work. Take care.
Материя прима. Так, это хорошо. А мешки? Так, мне мешки где надо отказывать? Ага, надо отсюда, надо наоборот сделать. Ага. Вот горище, да? Сушарка, горище. Тут можно поспать. Тут и поесть можно, видимо. Ага, такой домик двухъярусный, да? Так, это все хорошо. Давай. Что надо делать, я не понимаю. Какие мешки брать?
God be with you.
И вам, тетя, того же. Может, здесь мешки? Не. Блин, ну, кстати, очень классно сделано. Массивными. Ага, все.
Fuck, that's heavy.
А что ты хотел?
Sweating like a pig.
Давай еще парочку отнесем.
Could barely lift it.
Во, что-то ты, Генри, вообще от крестьянской работы отвык.
What the hell is in this thing?
Мука.
Fuck, that's heavy.
А, уже вспотел. А, у меня уже эффект даже есть, да, что я вонючка? Ну ладно, сейчас парочку донесем и уже и все.
Sweating like a pig.
Сколько тут осталось? Ну, много.
Maybe this one will be lighter.
Christ, you stink to high heaven.
Fucking hell. Oh, what a slug.
Так оно и есть.
Fuck, that's heavy.
Ну ладно, с другой стороны, можно тут покушать, поспать. Полезное место.
What the hell is in this thing?
Все, донесли. Что-то ты раскис. Опа!
Have you got it done?
Это только ни хрена не мука.
I said, are you done?
You're milling some pretty peculiar grain here, Miller. It's got a bit of a metallic flavour to it.
Kurva. Can't you be more careful?
Tell me the truth. What are you really doing here?
Seems I'll have to lift the lid off the cauldron of knowledge
Контрабандист.
sooner than I expected. You think you're ready?
Ну давай.
Yes.
I'm attempting to convert matter into a truly miraculous energy.
What?
I understand. It seems impossible. I'm sure you're asking yourself what that has to do with the metal in the sacks. But we're only just scratching the surface. You see, for my experiment, I'll need something sinfully earthy. Something we'll have to appropriate. And that's something you
А,
can
ну так и
help me
знал,
with,
так и
my
знал, что
curious
это
apprentice.
воровская ветка. Не, спасибо.
That smells fishy to me. I'd rather
Да,
make an
да, да.
honest living.
Honest living, eh? You're doing your own pocket a disservice, lad. You'll be back here, sooner or later.
Это правда. Но мы решили играть честно. Первый раз, как минимум. Пройти аккуратненько, спокойненько. Ты у нас кто за мужичок? Наймет Еник, давай.
Good day. What would you like?
Would you know of any other way to make some extra money?
The only thing you can do in this backwater is steal cabbages. But go and ask those woodcutters on the opposite hill. You might find something more interesting there.
Why the woodcutters?
Just think about it. They've been cutting timber in the middle of nowhere for a pretty long time. And they get paid for every wagon they unload at the sawmill. They work all day long and don't move an inch. They have nothing to spend their money on.
I think I know what you're getting at.
All their earnings must be hidden somewhere in their camp. And it must be a lot of money.
Ага. А ну ладно, давай.
What does Crazel say about that?
He said it would be obvious it was one of us. After all, they can see right into our backyard from their camp. But you're not from around here. You might get away with it.
То есть, все равно воровство, да?
What's the purpose of that pen? I see you're not grazing livestock there.
Indeed, we're not, friend. That's where we learn how to fist fight.
Fist fight? How come?
Why do you think? It's a pretty handy thing to know, and it's 100 times better than sitting on your ass all day.
Does the miller know about this?
Crazel? He came up with the idea, mate.
Бойцовский клуб.
Hey, fancy having a go?
Ну, давай.
And how do these fights work?
Nothing to it. You put aside your weapons and armor, challenge one of us, and hop in the pen. And from there on, it's pretty clear, I suppose.
Мгм.
And who takes part in these bouts?
Well, the first is of course me. If you manage to beat me, you can try Malik. He ain't as fast as me, but he's got a stronger punch. And if Malik ain't tough enough for you, there's always Vera. He'd tear you to shreds.
Ага, по трем, да?
I'd love to
Ну,
try
типа как
these
в первой
bouts of
части.
yours. Shall we?
Wait a mo. First you need to get permission from the miller.
Crazel? Why's that?
He's the one who came with the idea and made it work. He's looking for a champion among us for the Zheleyov tavern fights. There, they have proper brawls. Not
Ага.
like here. Farewell.
Ну, вот это, кстати, наш вариант. Бойцовский клуб, да? Заработать деньги на драчках. Это все-таки честное. Мы ж воин, да? Это честное дело. Так, это хорошо. А где он у нас? Ага, буковка Б, да?
You offered me a job last time.
So, in Troskovitz, next to the... And in that chest is a document I need. It's called The Offer of Hermes Trismegistus. Can you read?
I can read. But I reckon that's the catch, isn't it?
The catch is the chest is under lock and key. Most likely well guarded.
Of course it is. And then you'll get me into Semin's wedding?
Aye. If you help me, Miller's honor.
No, I doubt the bailiff will let me roam around the rat house and go peeking through his chests. Any advice on getting in there without being spotted?
Oh, come on. Black clothes. The play of light and dark. A quiet night.
Is that supposed to be advice?
Just get some inconspicuous clothing and head over there.
And where can I get some clothes like that?
I had my outfit washed in the Zheleyov bathhouse, but after a bit of disagreement, they refused to give it back. It's my gift to you.
Pick them up? You want me to steal them, don't you?
Doesn't
Ага.
it sound like a suitable
Вот и
appetizer before the
первая
main course?
одежда, да?
There's no sense in trying to deal with the owner, Dorothy, anyway. She's a contrary woman who's in...
I'm not even surprised your paths crossed.
О, дали отмычки. Спасибо.
Where exactly should I look for this document? I doubt they've only got one chest in the Troskovitz rat house.
I can't help you there, but my hand Zinnik might... He had the document on him, but then the bloody fool got caught because I'm pretty sure he's still on display in the stocks on... Just remember, lad, if you get caught like he did, the guards will turn out your pockets. Then it would be pretty hard to explain what a tramp like you is doing with a document he can't even read.
I'd like to learn more about the art of thievery.
Thievery? Humph. But all right, enough wordplay. He'll tell you how to relieve people of the things in their purses, and if you'd like to try opening locks without a key.
All right. I reckon I know everything I need. Thanks.
О, учитель, да?
I hear you let your hands fight each other. Could I have a go too?
Who told you about that?
Hensel told me. He said I can join if you allow it.
Hensel did? What a blabbermouth.
So can I join in?
Well, all right, since you already know about it. Them three slackers of mine ain't exactly had their finest hour in Zheleyov. Maybe they could learn something from you.
To Zheleyov, you say?
Aye. Once in a while, I send my strongest hand there to test his mettle against the locals. He earns a few groschen, and I sleep better at night when folk around know I have a hulk of a man like that here.
And if I beat your hands, would you send me to Zhelyov? I could also use those groschen.
We'll see. You ain't beaten no one yet.
Бойцовский клуб, да?
God be with you.
Ага, хорошо. Значит, у нас есть возможность потренироваться. Насколько я помню, учиться всегда классно. Нам не обязательно воровать, да? Ну. Блин, а стрёмно сюда упадать или не стрёмно? Да вроде нет. Ага, вот оно, типа тренировочная, да? О, тут даже... О, кинжал! Кинжал. Имба. Все, я понял. Это хорошо, что я сюда зашел. Все. Какое-никакое есть у нас для стелса. Вот буду запоминать. Потому что мы хардкор будем точно проходить на этом, на ассасине условно. Значит, здесь можно потренировать замки. Как оно выглядит? Угу. Отмычка и мертвая крыса. Спасибо, папаша. Крысу оставьте себе. А отмычек мы, кстати, охуенно намутили, да? 15 штук, как в начале. Супер. Супер, супер, супер. Вот и пацаны.
Crazel said you'd teach me to pick pockets.
All right, follow me. So Crazel took you on just like that? Surprising. Crazel hardly trusts anyone. He's a smart man. So don't you even think about betraying him. That would end badly for you. Not to scare you, though. That's not what I'm here for.
О, прикольно, можно автофоллоу делать. Этого не было, кстати, в первой части. Это очень удобно. Одну кнопку нажал и чилишь. Много очень вещей вот классных, которые вот в первой части не было, но они напрашивались. И тут прямо хорошо. Что-то ты прям какой-то побитый. Так. Что с тобой такое?
Not so fast. You're new here, so here's some advice before we get started.
Так. Слухаю.
I'm listening.
First of all, rich or poor, most folks carry their things in a pouch either in front or in the back. The front one holds keys, coin, and other small items.
And the rest is in the back?
Exactly. Now, this is important. Don't steal from the front pouch unless you're sure you know what you're doing.
Угу. Кошельки спереди и сзади. Это, кстати, прикольно.
Well, what if I need something from it? Like a key to a chest?
You can try taking it from behind, It'll be more difficult, but it's manageable if you're careful enough. Show me how nimble your fingers are then.
All right, let's do it.
Come over here. Do you have it yet?
Так, хорошо. Обмацывание. Затисніть, щоб обмацати. Так, да. Ага, как по-старому, да?
Done.
Very nice. I didn't notice you at all, and that's exactly what you want. Now give back what you took.
Here you go. What now?
That's it. It's a simple art. But if you want, you can give it another try.
I'd rather try takedowns.
Why not, since we're here? Well then, it's easy. Sneak up behind me and choke me out. I won't fight back the first time.
Удушение
You
на
should have no
пацанах
trouble.
пробуем.
Just remember, you mustn't let me see you.
All right, I'll give it a try.
You shit! See? And I didn't even defend myself. Try it again. Remember, if your victim is able to defend himself, you can still turn things around. But it will be a close call, shall we?
А что ж ты так кастишь? Тебя побил кто-то.
All right, let's do it.
То есть мне надо еще, получается, его прожимать.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
Так, пока не понимаю механику.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
Так. Я не совсем понимаю, как это надо делать.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
Так, я не совсем понимаю.
Bastard! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
Что-то я не так делаю, да? Что-то я не так делаю.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
All right,
Не понимаю.
let's do it.
Не понимаю.
Bastard! Not
Может,
like
зажать
that.
надо?
Try again.
All right, let's do it.
Типа зажать.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
Nice choke. I'm still seeing stars. I wasn't even aware of you.
Так, ладно, ладно, не пизди мне тут.
Everything's arranged. So come on, let's fight.
Well, I'm a bit sore. But never mind. A bit of ointment and I'll be right as rain. You do have the coin for a wager, don't you?
Wait, you never said anything about a wager.
Did you really think we brawl just to pass the time? Well, maybe we do a bit. But still, if you want to fight, you have to wager something.
Блин, 10, что-то много.
If you say so. Here's the coin.
Great. Get your ass ready for a good kicking. Useless! You fight like a little... Jesus! I'm hit! You fight like a... Ah! Christ! Ah! Ha! Fuck you! You fight like a little girl. Wanker! Who taught you to... Show him what's for! Christ! Nice. Nice. You fight better than I'd have expected.
Thanks.
But we'll see how you fare against Malik. Oh, yeah. And this is yours.
Это хорошо, только я побитый. Я-то побитый, нехорошо.
Now me. Now it's my turn.
Малик, Малик, Малик.
Why did you start with all this brawling?
Just look around. The mill's in the arsehole of nowhere, miles to the tavern and the wenches. Not a damn thing to do here but work.
So you rather let yourself get beaten up?
Well, I'm usually the one does the beating, see?
Well, ready to brawl?
Aye, all right. It's going to be a clean fight, see? No funny stuff.
What funny stuff?
Kicks in the balls, fingers in the nose, biting and shit like that. Try something like that and I'll rip your head off.
Don't you worry. I can hammer you without any of that.
We'll see about that. And what about the wager? Have you got coin?
Here it is.
That's the way I like it. Let's do this.
Угу.
Go fuck yourself.
Блин. Он пожестче, чем прошлый.
Nice. Nice. Tough shit, fucker.
Knock me out cold.
Так, что по деньгам? Ну, 10 проебал, ладно. Надо бы поспать, да. отдохнуть. Я думаю, на фул хп я его забираю. Водильня. Щоб найти место, типа помыться можно. Вот жалко, нельзя вот так вот зайти, буль-буль-буль и все. А вон вижу. Чанчик с водой. Надо отдохнуть чуть-чуть, а то что-то морду разбили сильно. Поспати. Ага, поспать-то могу, а сохраниться не дают.
There's nothing. You won't come here making trouble, fella.
А, нельзя спать на этом.
Hang on. I'm sure we can come to some agreement, yeah? It was just a little joke. It's funny, eh?
You laugh on the other side of your face when I call a catchpole.
Now hold on. I'll pay you. There's no need to drag anyone else into this.
That's better. But don't think I'll forget this.
Вот зараза. Типа нельзя прям вообще спать, да? А где ж тогда спать, он говорит? Ваше лишко. А, зараза. О, так у меня еще тут цивильное место было.
Are you all right? You look like someone gave you a thrashing.
Don't worry. Nothing's wrong.
А, понял. А ну. О, вот это мое место. Заскамили меня. Опять, да? На бабки.
Aye, of course.
You still have a lot to learn, but it wasn't bad.
You think? You really swept the floor with me.
It's just about practice. Come around sometime, we can train a bit. Nice bout. Train a bit more, and you'll be ready for Zhelyov.
You think so?
Well, to be honest, Vera would make mincemeat out of you.
Ага, сейчас
Excuse me.
Сейчас не могу, типа, его вызвать на бой, потому что мне не хватает. Они заняты сейчас, да? Ух ты, а как это я включил? Как это я сейчас факел включил? Непонятно. Так, ладно. Давай пойдем к цыганам. Ну, мне кажется, что это цыгане, потому что вот она так вот эта вот девушка говорила, что она путешествующая малышка, которая побирается и лагерем путешествует. Я подумал, что это цыгане. Блин, без лошади вообще пиздец. Не знаю. А денег у меня нет ее выкупить назад. Ну, пока пешочком походим, что поделаешь. Как-то у меня совсем нету сил пока. И опять же, я типа сейчас заскамился на папке, было 50 хотя бы, да. Не надо было драться. Ну чё, тоже опыт. Опять же, первое похождение, поэтому... Я думаю, с воровством тут вообще моментально все поднимается, но... Я хочу понять, как честным трудом тут выбраться из финансовой ямы. Просто интересно. Ну, у меня есть еще DLC-шные шмотки. Их, конечно, можно одеть, посмотреть, как оно будет. Но... Я думаю, я их на свадьбу одену. Мне же там, наверное, понадобится какой-то... какой-то шмот, да? Красивый иметь. Блин, куда я полез? Какие-то турбоебеня. Да, да, лагерь. Кочевники. Похоже реально на этих, на... Ромы, да, цыгане. Это цыгане.
Tetumenga, you look just like that Gajo that Aranka was talking about. Go and see the boy.
Ага. Вкрасти їжу на листі зілля. Не-не-не-не.
Servus, Sartuskejao.
Торговець кіньми Миколай. А, нет, ему можно этих...
The
Понятно.
voivode's wife spoke of you. Go there.
Цыгане. Цыгане. Это, видимо, местный барон, да?
And they try to tell us charms and spells do not work. Temera.
Was willst du?
How's business?
Borech Hashem. I can't complain. Or rather, I shouldn't.
What? Is something wrong?
Wrong? What can I say? It's more like I have such concerns.
Is there anything I could do for you?
Indeed, you can. You can stop asking me how I am and buy something from me, young man.
Ага.
I have the feeling you're not like the other nomads here. You speak our language a lot more, with only the odd foreign word here and there.
Mein Freund, could it be because I am the only son of David far and wide, and the rest are Anusam?
What does that mean?
Was glotzt du, junger Mann? Have you never seen a Jew before?
I don't know. Should I have?
You must be from some very small village, eh? You have really never met one of my people?
I'm sorry, but there were no sons of David in Skalitz where I lived.
Skalitz, you say? I must remember that. Sheinem Dank, mein Freund. Sheinem Dank.
What do you have for sale?
О, мяско, да, вяленое, копченое. Мыло, наборы. Лопата. Лопата это полезное в хозяйстве дело, но у нас просто нету еще более... Хотя, блин, почему нет? Может реально пригодится в хозяйстве. Ее наворовать можно, но... Я торганусь.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Mir kommen, Freund.
Угу.
Do we have a deal?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal. Chashoch, Sfosecha. I'm done haggling with you. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Я не получилось заскамить. Интересно, интересно. Не, лопата нужная вещь в хозяйстве.
You look to me a lot like the one Aranka was talking about. The voivod will want to talk to you.
Ha! It's you, Gajo. Aranka's prophecy is coming true.
What? What Gajo?
You come to save our family from this disaster.
Save how? What are you talking about? Slow down and tell me what happened.
How can I slow down, Gajo, when my Shea Marika is gone? My only daughter, gone. Her empty tent is all that is left of her. If Aranka's prophecy is true, you must help me.
What prophecy? By all that's holy.
Miri Romney had vision, and she described a Gajo just like you. She said a stranger coming, not like us, different. And he will help our family, our honor. And I believe her every word. She's never wrong, Shosha.
How can I help you?
How do you think? You must find her and bring her back.
Do you think in that forest, maybe something could have...
No, I'm sure. Do not invite evil. Such lava can come true.
So she disappeared out of the blue?
On my honor as voivod of this camp. One moment she's here, next moment gone. We search for her, but not find. Then Aranka has vision. So we wait for Gajo, who will help us. And now, waiting is over. It's written in stars and how birds fly. I know nothing of such things, but everything Aranka says is true. Will you help me? Will you help an unfortunate voivod? I will reward you, do not worry.
I'll help you. I'm sure we'll find her.
Dear God, I know something good will happen the moment when I see you.
But hold on. You have to tell me more about Marika. Where and when did you last see her?
It has been 2 days. We even follow her tracks past her woman's hut and then on towards Apollonia.
You mean Bajena, the herbalist? She didn't advise you?
I do not know the Johani's name, but I know she does not like nomads. She says she don't know anything, and if she know, she will not tell us. Such disrespect. Pooh! Be bucked!
Voivod, I know it's hard to accept, but could your daughter have been...
No!
But...
I said no!
I just mean...
I am voivod, and that means I'm wisest in all camp. I have letter of safe conduct from the king, guaranteeing safety and freedom for my camp. And when I know something, I know it. Tana?
Where's her tent? Maybe I can find something in there that'll help with the search.
We look through everything here. That's Zeratu. Nothing.
Still, I'd at least give it a try.
Mishto. But don't waste time. Marika, she sleep under a kind of oilcloth right next to Aranka's shop. She always liked the open air.
I think I know everything I need to know.
Please, find Marika and bring her back. See you soon, my friend.
Так, вот это вот уже у нас какой-то крупненький квестик, да? Пока мы смотрим здесь, да? Еще надо сходить в лагерь Аранка.
God bless.
Amistes, then, amistes. Laat het zien, God. Se aveți bahtalo, Romea.
Так, намет, да?
God bless. And with you?
Nice scarf. Must have belonged to Marika.
Oh, it is you, Churches.
What are you talking about?
You are that chavo from my dream.
Опа.
Jalas Mangesmu. You came to me. The Ternogajo, friend of the Roma with clear eyes. The one who has suffered much. A stranger to take on the task that shall unite our familia once again. Or divide us forever.
The Voivod already told me about the prophecy.
Then you know what needs to be done, Phil.
Do you have any idea where Marika might be?
Dear boy, the crystal ball is cloudy. The smoke from the herbs goes with the breeze. And the flight of the birds? No, that cannot be relied on.
Can you really divine things from bird flight?
As sure as my name is Aranka. But wait, there is one thing. Last night I dreamt of a city of rocks.
A city of rocks? What does that mean?
I can only say what I saw, nothing more.
How are you doing?
Laches gajo mishtes. What can an old woman like me do for you?
I'd like to learn a greeting in your language.
There are all kinds. But if you want to say how are you, then it is Sartukejal. And if you want something a bit less ordinary, it is Kaijazmore. But that is only said by man to man, mind you. We women say Sotavezmrichai.
Aha. And what does that mean?
It is simply asking if the other has enough to eat. This is good manners among us.
Where did you come from?
Ay, gajo. From God, of course.
I mean, where were you before?
Ah, I see. Well, in the winter we are always in the south. And in the summer we go north.
And over again, like that?
What do you mean over and over? There is the East Road and the West Road too, right?
Wait, you really don't know where you'll be next week?
You guessed it, Gajo. We do not know, and we do not want to know. God always takes care of his children.
Why do you travel the world? Why don't you settle down?
And why do you not settle down? Instead of jumping from the frying pan into the fire, Gajo.
Oh, that's different. I'm serving my lord.
While we have no master, just the sun and God above us, and the grass beneath our feet. So hincha chipen andro jivipen.
Tell me something about the Roma. I realize I don't know anything about your people.
What can I say? We are people and Christians, just like you. The only difference between us is that we live on the road, while you are cooped up in the same cottage from cradle to grave. It is a free life for free people. Though it is true we often have to move on, because we are driven out.
How do you get along with the locals?
It's always different. Sometimes the women folk could kiss my feet when I cured their pains. And sometimes they are more likely to burn me at the stake just for being different.
And what makes you nomads different?
You know, Gajo, nothing and everything. We live our lives as if each day could be the last. That is all. Try it. And you will see every sunrise like it is the first time again.
What can you tell me about your husband, the Voivod?
May cholera strike him down, the scoundrel. The last thing I needed was a man like him. But I did not have any better ones at the shop.
Really?
Oh, yes. Like I always say, the best baroshero under the sun. But his stubbornness will be the end of me one day.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I hear you know some magic and tricks. Is that right?
Kotuke Penja. What magic, Gajo? I am just an old woman who knows how to ward off trouble and hold on to happiness. My old mother, may she rest in peace, she knew all kinds of things.
You see, and I thought you were really, well, in short, a witch.
Not at all. Fortune-telling and spells are far cry from black magic. Black magic is a path every honest manush avoids like a plague. My power comes from God, and I use it to serve only Him and good folks.
How do you know when it's black magic?
Simple. Black magic is only used for the selfish benefit of fools who think only of themselves.
And is there another kind of magic?
Oh, Devla Miro, of course. The good kind that helps and comes from God.
And is it true? Do the spells really work?
So hincha chipen androji vipen. If you have faith, then it will work. But bacht, sa stipen.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I've heard incredible things about you. They say you let a fully loaded hay wagon roll over you.
Hi! It was quite the show.
Is that how you usually spend your free time?
Oh, often enough. People like it. But don't think it's some trick. It's the real thing. And it's not easy. It's not just about muscles, but about your overall approach to food and life in general. Being a strongman isn't a trade. It's a way of life.
I believe you. Getting run over by a wagon isn't for everyone.
That's right. Not everyone can do it. But I was nursed by a wild she-bear, so it's no problem for me. Nothing's impossible. Remember that. Nothing's impossible.
What's up? Is everything all right?
Same as usual. Can't complain.
You were raised by a wild bear, you said?
You think I'm lying? Or you're just amazed?
Well, it's just you're the first person I ever met who had that kind of upbringing.
The first? The only one, more like, fella. It was a cruel winter when they found me in that bear's den as a baby.
So you're an orphan?
If we rule out a human baby being born to a bear, then I reckon that's a good bet.
Right. That was stupid.
What?
No, I meant I was being stupid. About the bear thing, of course.
Well, there you go. Nothing's impossible for a man like me. Like I say, nothing's impossible.
What can you do, Tomcat?
Me? Everything. Nothing's impossible.
Come on. Don't tell me you can really do everything.
If I put my mind to it, try me.
What about swimming?
I've been training to swim in cold water for years. No one can beat me when it comes to swimming under ice.
I'd like to believe that. And seeing it's summer now, I have no other choice. What about climbing?
I can climb any cliff without a rope, just using my bare hands, and then do a backflip off it into a pond.
Jesus, you're a madman.
Not at all. I'd be a madman if I trusted my life to something as crazy as a horse.
Wait, so you're afraid of horses?
Hey, nothing's impossible. But I hate horses with all my guts. I never take risks, and that's why I'll never get on a horse.
Что ж это за цыган, который коня боится?
You don't take risks. And what about your strongman antics?
No risk involved. That's years of hard work and training, fella. If I didn't believe in myself and what I do, I'd be long dead.
Так, хорошо. Давай.
My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in combat. I'll need to regain my confidence.
О, прикольно они это придумали.
That I can do. If what you say is
Описали
true,
травму.
I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness.
Еще и бесплатно.
I don't have anything to do right now anyway. You can pay me next time.
Красава.
We can start right away.
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Красава. Еще бесплатно получит. Это наш Бернард, только более симпатичный и менее угрюмый.
Shall we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. If you're going to attack, commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again.
Справа, слева,
Attacks
справа.
follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around.
Угу.
I'll get it. Let's do it.
Раз, два. Так,
Why didn't you follow through?
справа, слева. Так,
Why
еще
didn't you finish?
справа, слева. Ага,
See? That's the way. Again.
справа,
Well
слева.
done.
А, понял, понял, понял.
Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more
Все,
difficult.
понял.
I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your
Сверху,
opponent
справа.
expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right. Let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more.
All right?
Раз, два.
Where are you attacking from? Try again.
Раз, два.
No. Focus on the direction you're supposed to attack from.
Раз, два. Ага,
Nice. Now
понял.
do it again.
Ну, сложно, сложно.
Wrong. You have to make 3 attacks in quick succession. I said 3 attacks in a row.
Не так.
Where are you attacking from? Try again.
Раз, два.
Don't pause.
Раз, два, три.
Why didn't you finish?
Паузу сделал. Раз, два. Паузу сделал.
Why didn't you follow through?
Раз, два. Не катит.
You mixed up the directions. Again.
Раз,
Well
два.
done.
Все, понял. Блин, ну это сложно. Это сложнее, чем в первой части гораздо. То есть тут есть камбули уже просто через разрезы, да? Perfect блок, контрудар. Ага. То есть тут получается, если мы делаем удары, у нас позиция меча меняется, и при каждом ударе она смещается. И таким образом у нас окно парирования и окно нанесения ударов тоже сдвигается. Вот почему оно у меня не получалось вот так спокойно сделать. Так. Ну, тут понятно, типа, как в первой части. Сначала бьют по стамине, как стамина заканчивается, пробивают и наносят по хп урон. Ага, і от правильно написано, що треба захищатися тільки досконалими блоками, щоб відновити витривалість, щоб не бити контрударами, не збивати всі стаміну. И надо бить по незащищенным частям, да? Угу.
That's that then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. but it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all, Meisterhowl, also known as the Master Strike.
Имба. Имба.
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight, because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Ha! I've barely taught you anything and you're already getting cocky. But very well. At least I'll demonstrate the
Давай,
difference
давай
between us.
посмотрим.
Sorry, lad, but it's too soon for me to teach you the Master Strike.
True.
Он меня просто шотнул, да? Слишком быстро меня он вспорол. Ну ладно, что-то мы у него выучили. Но можно у него еще потом подучиться. И собачку можно поискать, да? Ага, вот травница, да? Блин. Ну, что-то без хп бегать тоже не хочется. Ну ладно, что поделаешь. Чуть-чуть порегенем, но вряд ли это сильный хил. Ух, ё-моё. Это, кстати, скалы, которые были у меня в начале пролога, да? Я бежал отсюда. Тут могут, конечно, бандиты быть. Может, я зря сюда полез? Ладно.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here.
What do you want?
Just to wish you a good day. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might.
You don't look like a match for me. I bet your bark is worse than your bite.
Take care, lad. I was already slitting throats while you were still sucking on your ma's tits.
Well, anyone can slit throats if they have the stomach for it. But a real fight, with iron in hand, now that's something else entirely.
And? You think I'm afraid of you?
Well, maybe you should be. I may have lost everything, but I can still beat the shit out of you with what I've got to hand.
But I was just joking. I wasn't serious. I'd better be on my way.
If we ever meet again, you won't be leaving on your feet. Before we part ways, have you seen a dog?
A dog? No, I haven't. But when I'm out at night, laying in looking for work, I often hear wolves howling by the rocks near the pond.
There's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Dead and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
О, удобно. Мне как раз надо к ней пойти. В идеале бы полечиться, конечно. Какое-нибудь зелье посварить. Прикольное. Пошли посмотрим. Как раз мне нужны... Что там нужно для этой... О, тут наконец-то сделали повреждения вещей. Интересно, интересно. То есть сделали наконец-то пенальти по статам. В первой части этого не было. Хотя это и просилось в каком-то смысле. Боже, она. Будяк. Мне, по-моему, будяк не нужен. Мне нужна нагидка. Нагидка. Шавли. Не то, не то. Зверобий, не то. Это малина, что ли? Нет. Крапива. Зверобой. И мне надо в эту сторону идти, да? Это у нас не белладонна, кстати, на шнапс. Нет. Ладно. А вот Бажена с ее галявиной, ромашка. Нет, вроде не то. Кульбабка, нахидки нет. Нет, нет, нет. Не то, не то. Все не то, что мне надо. Павлена Бажена. О, привет. Так.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samin these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks. I'm looking for Marika, and I heard you know her.
I do. I know her quite well, in fact. But what do you want from her?
She's lost, and I'm trying to find her.
Henry, I think you'd best leave her alone.
Why? If she's in danger, I can help her.
Marika was here with her lover, but he was in rough shape. Blood everywhere.
What? Her lover? What happened?
Aye, with Bohush from Samin. Poor girl, she was terribly afraid of something. I begged them to stay here, said they were in no danger here, but nothing came of it. I went to pick some herbs, and when I came back, they were gone.
Do you know who she was so afraid of?
Everyone, as far as I know. Her own family and the people of Samin.
How come?
Most didn't approve of her relationship with Bohush. Both families took it as an affront to their honor. But that's all I know.
Do you know what happened to them?
Sadly, I don't. Marika was terrified. She didn't want to talk about it at all. And then they were gone.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
Marika told me a few times about a cave chamber in Apollonia, but I've never been there myself.
In Apollonia? That's a long way to go.
At least you can see how scared she was to stay here. I fixed Bohush up the best I could. I hope they made it.
Do you know where exactly it is?
I do. You start from Trotsky and go in the direction where the woodcutters cleared the biggest gap in the forest. The entrance should be somewhere on the right side of the valley. There should be one little rock wedged between two big ones. I remember that, because Marika told me that she sometimes feels just as small, like she's stuck between two big worlds.
Thank you. I'll try to find her there.
Well, that's all I know about her, lad.
All right. Thanks for your help.
Take care now.
Ну, квестов что-то прям хорошо навалили.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Like she got up and went straight out. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? She's got unfinished work here.
Может, кого-то влюбилась?
Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her.
О, шапка чисто хипаря. Берем.
I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off.
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
Может быть.
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go, but she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her. Take care.
Да, к сожалению, все еще нету денег, чтобы отплатить ей за доброту. Ого, далеко. Ну, пошли в корчму, расспросим. Ну, пошли квесты, пошли. Пошел контент прямо жесткий. Хила нету, нифига нету. С голой жопой бегаем, конечно. Но опять же, первое прохождение. Без воровства. Кто сказал, что будет легко? Хотя бы есть что покушать, да? Но хилиться нечем абсолютно. Яйца не портятся быстро, а вот мед нет, надо запомнить. Корчма. Какое-нибудь зелье бы сварить, я не знаю. Кабанчики, да? Угу. Можно будет потом поохотиться когда-нибудь. Я ж думаю, что в этой локации мы еще ж не уйдем сразу. Гнездо. Угу. Угу. Правильно, пошел нахер. Яйца. Ну ладно, зря я стреляю, конечно. Но иногда там, я помню, в первой игре находил драгоценности. Ага. Свистеть, когда у нас коня нету, как-то бесполезно. О, это прям ночлег. Это похоже на большую корчму. Это похоже на корчму.
still owe me for the stuff from Germany.
Look, friend, you have me confused with someone else. My name's not Hans.
If you're broke, just say so and stop trying to wriggle out of it.
You're Joachim, aren't you? We've met before.
I knew it, see? You do remember.
But my name's not Hans. It's Henry.
Why play around like this when we know each other so well?
For the last time, I am not Hans!
Oh, well, I'm sorry. You're the spitting image of him. You really are. Well, I'll be sure to be extra careful from now on.
How much does this Hans owe you?
I gave him some of my wares to take. Nothing fancy, just a few trinkets. Said he'd sell them at twice the price. I'd give him half the proceeds from the trip. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing.
I have to go.
All right, farewell then.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
And if we don't do something about it soon, we'll never be.
What will it be?
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
I'm no Bulgarian. I'm as Czech as you. And at least I fuck.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
Showing my sense of rhythm to some Kuttenberg damsel.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
The lovely wenches there. How I'd love to stroke their titties.
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
I don't think that's really for me.
As you wish. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. By the way, old Olbram from Zheleov keeps complaining about the Takovites. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here, and that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting.
I didn't realize your head was that full of shit.
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while. But I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Kopanina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Kopanina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest.
What's going on around here, Ink?
We hold a fight.
I don't think that's...
As you wish, and that's pretty...
Thanks, Innkeeper. Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name, but acts like he owns the bloody place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up, good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good. But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals. I've got no idea where they went.
Stick in the mud. Bungler. Nobody. Barbarian. Yes, and proud of it.
God.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends. Greetings.
God be with you.
I came to apologise for the fight that me and Lord Capon started. If we caused any damages, I'll take care of them.
You've served your penance by carrying them sacks, and I'm sure you won't forget about the stocks anytime soon either, eh? So we're square. If you want to help me out, though, I do know something you could do. There's a group of humans at the table over there, and they want some food, but, well, I don't know. I'm scared of them.
Should I kick them out?
No, a guest's a guest, and coin's coin, but do you think you could serve them for me? Better to have a fella deal with them.
Интересно, интересно.
What are humans doing in Troskovitz anyway?
Beats me. I reckon Sigismund sent them.
But if that was the case, he'd order them to pillage and murder, not sit around in a tavern.
Look, all I know is that they're sitting in my yard, are hungry, and have a pile of groschen that I could really use.
All right. But I'm not sure I'll understand them.
You'll manage. One of them speaks our language. But be quick about it. They're starting to make the locals nervous. Wojtek at the next table looks like he's about to pounce on them. And no more fighting. I want this to go smoothly.
What's the latest news, Innkeeper?
Have you heard about the Divozhenka of Semain?
What Divozhenka?
You haven't seen one yet? A Divozhenka is a wild woman of the forest. An ugly, disfigured creature. You can find them deep in the woods or caves, where they make their ointments and gather magic herbs. Sometimes they hurt people, sometimes they help them. You shouldn't go there.
Why not?
The Samin lot did that. They were worried she might put young Lord Samin under a spell, especially now, because of the wedding. So they took care of her. And that's about it,
Прикольно.
I say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, Innkeeper.
То есть они переработали механику интересных мест с первой части. То есть если раньше это было просто какие-то там камушки, какой-то там пасхалочка или стояночка, то теперь это прямо слухи, какие-то интересные истории. Ну, короче, на Ведьмака. На Ведьмака очень похоже.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of the herbwoman from Zhelyov. Do you know her?
Aye, I do. Pavlina still comes here from time to time, selling baskets, ointments, and whatnot. I ain't seen her around in a while, though. Why are you looking for her?
She hasn't been home for a long time, so Bozhena sent me to look for her. When she left, she was heading here.
If I was you, I'd go and ask at the rat house. Or Yezhek the Cooper. That old goat had his eye on her one time. Only she wouldn't have him if he was the last man alive. Can't say I blame her. That Yezhek's a drunken sot.
Do you think anyone would want to harm Pavlena?
Bozhena's not too popular here since that misfortune with Yakesh's wife, Ludmilla. But no one holds a grudge against Pavlena. She was only a young lass at the time.
What was that about a misfortune with Ludmilla?
That was way back. She was the midwife here. She'd give the women herbs and whatnot when they called for her. But then something happened when she was helping out at Yakesh's. His wife, Ludmilla, died, and a child was stillborn. A tragedy it was, and then Bozhena, she left.
Just like that?
Well, to tell the truth, we drove her out.
Oh? Why was that?
Better ask Yakesh if you want to know more. He's often by his son's grave. It's next to the farm.
What's this Yezhek like? And what do you mean about him having his eye on Pavlena?
He wanted to get married, and no sensible girl around here would have a drunkard like him, so he figured Pavlena might be an easier bet. He promised her a home in the village, but the girl wasn't so dumb as to fall for it. He's hardly got 2 groschen to rub together, and his house ain't no palace neither. All she'd have out of it is a heartache, and a bunch of brats as pig ugly as their old man.
And where might I find this Yezhek?
If he ain't boozing here at the tavern, he'll be on the way here or at home.
Thanks. And do you think this Yezhek might have done something to her? Like abduct her because she scorned him?
Nah, he ain't got it in him. He's all mouth, but he'd never raise his hand to a woman. And even if he did, Pavlena would probably give him a hiding. Just recently, he got a black eye from this skinny fella here. He's a weakling and a wretch. He wouldn't have a chance with Pavlena.
Так, куча заданий, куча инфы. Давай-ка соберем здесь информацию. Начнем с половцев, наверное. И будем здесь смотреть Павлена, потому что тут рядом. Блин, такая массивная игра, капец. О. Половцы, половцы, половцы.
The innkeeper said you wanted some food.
Exactly. We do not want much. Just some bread and something beside. Maybe a bit of sausage.
Do you have money?
We have, and we pay for everything. On my name, not Voshko.
Human swine. You think you own the place, do you?
Так. Говорят, обслужить, да? Сейчас. Обслужить.
I spoke to the Cumans. They want some bread and sausage.
Do they have money?
Well, they say they do. They promised to pay for everything.
Well, all right. I'll believe them. The food is in the tavern pantry. But don't you dare take anything else, you hear?
Here it comes.
Too good for them. Someone kick their asses. Really clever fucking wing.
Well,
Manuel.
Here you go.
Thank you. I afraid we leave, Ahesh, without food.
Corva, why are you even talking to them? They can go to hell.
Showing their goat faces around here. Someone should teach them how things work in these parts. My thoughts exactly. Like we
What were you thinking coming here? Cumans don't exactly have the best reputation around here.
We don't want trouble. We're just hungry. We had enough of that Atel back at camp. We just want to eat something good for change.
The locals don't want you here, and neither do I. The less Cumans I meet in my lifetime, the better.
Not all humans same. But what you say? We eat and we go.
How come you speak our language so well?
From mother. It is long tertined. Story. Maybe I tell another time. Now we just want to eat.
I wish you good appetite.
Thanks, friend.
I wouldn't exactly say friend.
Mit mondott?
Jó edvágyót kívánok nekünk.
Remélem nem mérgezte meg.
You should get the fuck out of here. You hear me, you Hungarian pork sausage?
Easy, fella. They just want to eat their food in peace and leave.
You seem very sure about that. Last time you got into a brawl here yourself, and now you're going to preach to us about peace? Oh shit. I say we smash their teeth in and be done with it.
Do you want to make a fool of yourself? You'd cry like a little girl after these warriors break every bone in your body.
Last time, the only one crying was you, when you had shit thrown at you in the stocks. So stop acting tough and run along. Do I make myself clear, you cunt? Out, now!
Jobb, ha megyünk, vagy leütöm.
All right, we go.
Picsa!
What did you just say? Fuck that shit! Hey, where do you think you're going? Did you really just spit on me, you scum?
He not mean it. He go too far.
And who's gonna pay?
We no eat anything. You take food back.
So our food ain't the gentleman's taste, eh? Maybe they'd rather wear it on their heads instead. What about you, lad? Will you help us kick these pigs out of here?
Leave them alone.
You're defending those horse fuckers. Birds of a feather, eh?
You don't even know who they are.
You think I don't? They're fucking humans. They burn and pillage every village they come across, and you're standing up for them. You fucking traitor.
Innkeeper, have you got anything?
Den Bobboslet. De ost hit them.
How are you doing?
Friend Benless. Thanks, friend. I not expect. No worry, we repay you. Come to our camp. We will drink together.
Thanks for the invitation, but I have to take care of some things first. Where can I find you later?
We make tents right under big rock on bank of pond. People call it tower or something like.
All right. I'll try to find you there.
Vison Latashna.
Nothing's missing. No. I have everything. Bandage! Quick! I hope that's enough.
Tell them to fuck off, the pricks. They have no business here.
What are you on about? Haven't you had enough?
Shut up! You really fucked up this time. You're a damn traitor. Now those fuckers will come back at night and slit our throats in our sleep.
How dare you? I'm on the side of King Wenceslas.
Ha! If you're one of us, prove it. Take care of those Cuban pigs and things will be settled between us.
What do you mean, take care?
What do you think? Just make sure they never come back here again.
Don't you think you're going too far?
Either you're with us or you're against us. Your choice. Don't come back until you've dealt with them.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Nothing much, fortunately, and I hope it stays that way.
Can I ask what happened between you and that midwife, Bojana? I heard you banished her from the village because of some mishap with your wife.
That was no mishap. The witch killed my son and damned him to hell.
Wait a moment. Start from the beginning. What do you mean she killed and damned your son?
My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhina is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course, I wasn't there. Being a God-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa, send for Bozhina! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhina came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhina's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
I'm sure Bozhana didn't want to hurt your son. She was trying to help.
Help? By killing my son?
and condemning him to damnation. I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhena did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So don't you tell me Bozhena was trying to help. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
Thank you for telling me about it. You have my condolences.
Aye, but words won't bring them back. It was good to see you, my friend.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Zhidar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long.
The one who has his farm above the Nebokov mill?
The very same. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of Bozhena from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
I heard something about that. Why did you drive them out back then?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with births. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of here.
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
Well, I don't think that's likely. Pavlena left all her things at home.
Still and all, you could go and ask Roman if he's seen her or not.
Do you think anyone here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskovich is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
I hear you're interested in Pavlena.
What's it to you?
Well, Pavlena's gone missing. Do you know anything about that?
Fuck, wait. No, I haven't seen her lately, and I got a pasting in the tavern, so I haven't been out lately. You can ask there.
Aye, I heard about that famous fight of yours.
So you see, I wouldn't wish no harm on Pavlena, even though she didn't want me. But I'm not sure you could say the same about that ginger-headed Roman of hers. That's where I'd look if I was you. His cottage is on the road to the butcher's.
О, на хрюк пошел. Да? Кто у нас хороший мальчик? М?
That's a good one.
А, ты, ё-моё, ты еще и комментируешь, что фоторежим сделал? Нормально. Чисто кабанчика. Нормально, нормально. А что ты такое? Ты так... А, понятно, ты ухашенный. Блин, что-то с вещами проблемы.
Roman!
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't know about Roman, but I've been at Pavlena's, and it didn't look like she was getting ready to leave.
She might have done it in secret, and she'd have reason enough. Believe me, best to go and look in Roman's house. That should clear things up.
Wait, though. What was it you were going to say about Pavlena? What did Roman tell you? Why would he want to move away with Pavlena now?
No, I shouldn't have said anything. I promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
Так это ж может быть важным.
Listen, I really need to know about it. It might be important. Something could have happened to Pavlena, and any little thing could be a clue.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. It ain't really a little thing. Well, it is and it isn't. Pavlena is expecting a child.
Бля.
It's Roman's bastard.
Really? And who else knows about it?
Roman says he told only me. But who Pavlena might have told, I couldn't say. I don't reckon she's got many friends, though.
Now I see why they wanted to leave together.
Aye.
А с
That's
бабкой
just
что
what I was
будет?
thinking. We really should check out Roman's house. Then we'd know for sure.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined. Whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
Oh, that's just great. All right. I'll go and have a look.
After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Зараза. Меня ж никто за это за жопу не возьмет сейчас. Так, смотрим. Вроде ничего такого особенного, да?
But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for 2. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots. I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Now, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for 2, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the 2 big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Farewell.
Так, знайти халявину. Ну, такой многослойный квестик на подумать, который с Ведьмака перекочевал, я не знаю. Прям вот броня, блин, а где эта броня? Как мне вещи помыть? Ё-моё. Объясните, пожалуйста. А, вот оно, вот оно. Все, понял. Випрати одяг. Вибрати все. О, так мне еще этот даже накинули. Накинули очков стиля, да? Угу. Хорошо. Значит, типа к уголочку встаешь, да, и там уже делаешь. Так, а тут можно покушать. Но у меня вроде так нормально по еде. 31. Может, его изначально очень просто планировали, да, как такой простой способ без воровства найти себе пропитание. Кабанчики тут гуляют. Блин, музычка прям... Вот я уже начинаю входить во вкус. Квесты стали лучше, интереснее. То есть они все еще такие, типа, событийно-бытовые, но... Так, никого нету. Плохо. Очень плохо. Пиво.
This must be the place Dushko was telling me about. How the local lads bring their girls over here. Christ, there must have been a fight here.
Блять. Камень.
It's covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe.
Херово. Хлеб, вино. Ножик. Ну, короче, молодцы. Гуляли все, парочка их тут доебался. Блин, плохо, что у меня нет здоровья, чтобы так.
A trail of blood. We should see where it leads.
Ну, это с первой части кровавый след. Бля, ну только не говорите, что там волки. Я же их сейчас не смогу. Не смогу сейчас никак. Свежие могилы. А, это теперь так маркировка интересных мест получается. Может, это волки на них напали? Не, по камню это похоже на...
Jesus. This must be Roman. Someone buried him here. Mother of God. And the body's been munched on by a pig. I should try and find out who's herding those pigs. Maybe they saw something.
Зараза. Пацана убили.
Ladybird, you stupid swine.
А, это Фиц из первой части, да?
I found a stray pig.
That's great. I lost a sow somewhere. Where is she?
Not so fast. It's munching on a corpse back there in the forest.
Blessed Virgin. What corpse?
My guess is it's Roman, a local woodcutter.
By all that's holy. I saw him going towards the woods with his girl, and now you tell me he's dead. Surely she didn't kill him. Oh, Christ, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Who are you?
My name is Hugo. I herd hogs. I take them to the woods to forage for acorns and nuts. But I ain't got nothing to do with no cops, if that's what you're asking.
Have you seen anything suspicious going on around here?
Suspicious? Like how?
I don't know. Someone carrying or dragging something? That corpse didn't walk there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd. One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry. And he was carrying a spade.
Which one of them was it?
Straw! That is Slavobor. But everyone calls him Straw. He works on Yakish's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think he could have killed Roman?
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God's truth.
You say you saw Roman with his girl. You mean Pavlena?
Aye, that's the name. Pavlena. I saw the pair of them going down towards the stream. Probably for a smooch. The two of them are pretty close. That is, they were. Oh, you think the girl might be mixed up in his death?
I hope not. I'm trying to find her too. Thanks for your help. I better go and find that farmhand.
Aye, and if he really done it, then give the murdering fucker what he deserves. Hey, come here.
Are you the one they call Straw?
Yeah? Why?
I know everything. I know you buried Roman's body in the woods.
What? How could you? That's not true.
It's no use trying to wriggle out of it. I have a witness.
Shit. Fuck. I didn't want nothing to do with it, I swear. It's all that girl's fault.
Where is Pavlena?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Listen, if you tell me everything that happened, it'll go easier for you. Confess to everything, and nothing will happen to you.
But we killed Roman. They'll hang us for that. I can't let you go. Now you know everything.
Fuck you, whoreson.
Понятно. Не успел прожать.
Ladybird, come back before a wolf eats you.
Не успел прожать. Кто же знал, что на меня с топором нападет? Я пока не соображаю в боевке тут. А может реально Павлена все-таки любила этого пацана, а с Романом они типа дружили, но передумали после того, как он ей ребенка сделал. Хрен его знает. Еще какое-то интересное место. А, может это квест какой-то еще у писаря. Тут говорят для DLC может какой-то. Прикол.
Are you the one? I know everything.
What?
It's no use trying to wriggle out.
Shit. It's all that girl.
Where is Pavlena?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Listen, confess to everything.
But we killed Roman. I can't.
Pray for a quick death, you bastard. Kurva! I'm wounded!
Да, нормально меня так колхозан просто. В 2 удара. Но у меня хп нету.
Ladybird, come
Ладно,
on.
тут можно понять. Давай попробуем ему поугрожать. Хотя бы щит где-то найти. Может, с ним было бы попроще. Тяжело просто, когда у тебя хп нету. 42 хп. Ну, я уже представляю, какая жопа тут на хардкор моде будет. Так-то мне сейчас тут сохранение везде используется. И я даже вот этот шнапс не прожимаю. Тут, к счастью, прямо хорошо по квестам сохранялка работает. Мгм.
Are you the one? I know everything.
What?
It's no use trying.
Shit. It's all that.
Where is Pal?
I ain't telling you.
Listen, confess to everything.
But we killed Roman. Can't.
Pray for a quick death, you bastard.
Oh! Mercy! Spare me!
Да ну конечно спер. Ты ж придурок, ну.
Had enough.
Давай, говори.
Enough! Enough! I'll tell you everything. We didn't want it to end like this, I swear. I'll tell you everything.
Давай.
Speak up.
Well, it all began in the tavern. We were boozing with Yakish. He don't go to the tavern much. But when he does, me and my brother go along too. Even though we're just his hired farmhands, he buys us wine.
Так.
Yeah? Go on.
When Yakish got drunk, he started remembering that day when his wife and son died. It happened during childbirth. And to this day, Yakish blames Bozhina, the herb woman, for it. She was the midwife. I don't know if it was really her fault, but anyway, the boy died and she didn't baptize him, even though she had every right to do it. The little fella died unchristened, so his soul is damned for all eternity. That's not right.
That's awful. But what's it got to do with anything?
When he had 3 or 4 jugs inside him, Yakish started on about how he'd give anything to see Bozhina suffer the same pain as he did. It wasn't enough for him that they drove her out of the village that time. He wanted to pay her back even more.
I hope for your own good, this isn't going where I think it's going.
No! Listen, my brother Ota, he was always the sly one out of the two of us. He came up with this idea that we'd lie in wait for Pavlena when she came to sell her baskets.
I see. Bozhana's daughter for Yakish's son.
No, it wasn't like that. We didn't set out to kill her, just to give her a bit of a hiding and tell her not to come back here again. Then we'd lie to Yakish that she was dead, and he'd reward us with... well, he's got 2 girls to marry off, and Marusha's a pretty one. But he'd never let either of them marry a hired hand, unless I'd done him a worthwhile service. See?
Oh, so you two just ambushed that poor girl? Where is she now? Answer!
We followed her along the path to the pond, and then we jumped her. Only then her fella turned up, Roman. As soon as he saw us, he charged us like a wounded boar. And he held my brother by the throat and pounded him like a madman. So I grabbed a rock and smashed him over the head with it. I never seen so much blood. I didn't mean to kill him. I swear.
God almighty. And what did you do with Pavlena?
She was stunned when she saw what happened. So my brother grabbed her and dragged her into the rocks while I went to bury Roman. We couldn't just let her go after she'd seen everything.
Where in the rocks?
To the south of Zheleov. There's a kind of gorge there. An abandoned poacher's hide with a ladder leading to it. I've told you everything. What are you going to do with me?
Ну,
Both of you should be tried justly for what you did. I'll take you to the bailiff and leave the rest to him.
Cordoba, I really didn't want it to end like this.
I brought you Slavobor. They call him Straw, from Yakesh's farm. He and his brother attacked Pavlena and killed Roman. Then Straw buried him in the woods.
For the love of God, Straw! Is this true?
We didn't mean to kill anyone. We just wanted to give Pavlina a scare, and Roman went for us. It was self-defense.
Henry, is it true what he's saying?
Ну, убивать прямо ему не надо. Блин, ну я не хочу его прямо убивать за это, но...
Straw's not telling the whole truth. He and his brother attacked Pavlena, thinking they could get something out of him.
I might have known. We'll keep Straw under lock and key until I decide what to do with him. Thanks for bringing him in, Henry. Roman was an honest Christian. It's a great shame.
Угу. Тюрячка. Так, и вот сюда, да? Блин, ну это, конечно, жуть. Наказать... Он-то должен быть наказанный. Все-таки человека убил. Но не смертью, я думаю. А вот... А тут все должны быть наказаны. И Якиш этот, который решил отомстить Божение, по сути, непрямым воздействием. Сапоги ломаются, да? Мне их нечем починить. Видимо, придется DLC-шные тут распечатывать вещи. Так, ущелье, лестница и так далее, да? Блин, а я сюда попаду? Как-нибудь сюда спуститься безопасно. Угу. Так. Блин, музычка прямо персик. Угу. Это похоже на эту местность. Так, я сохранюсь на всякий случай. Потому что, мне кажется, может быть бой. Я слышу, кто-то там мочит. Видимо, связанный. Но не пойму, как полезть. Угу. Может, здесь? Так, похоже на пещерку. А, вот лестница. Ух ты, зараза. Прости. Прости, собачка.
Stop there! Don't come any closer, or I'll cut her throat. I swear to God! Don't move, you horse son! Who the fuck are you?
My name is Henry. I'm from Skalitz.
And what the fuck do you want here, Henry of Scarlets? Who sent you?
Her mother sent me. She's worried about Pavlena.
Shit, I might have known that old witch would send someone. Kurva! I never wanted it to end like this. You gotta believe me. I just wanted to give Pavlena a scare, but then that fool Roman got mixed up in it and... I never meant to kill anyone! Shit!
Take it easy.
Don't fucking tell me to take it easy! How did you get here? My dog Bristly was guarding the entrance. What did you do to him, you bastard? And where's my brother? He should have been here long ago. Talk, or I'll slit her throat.
Listen, you have to let Pavlena go. She's pregnant. She's expecting Roman's child.
What? How do you know?
Roman told Dushko, and Dushko told me.
Oh, shit. We killed the baby's father.
Let the girl go. She's suffered enough.
All right, I'll let her go. But on one condition. You'll let me walk away. Will you promise that?
You have my word. Just set her free.
All right. All right. All right. Just take it easy.
You swine!
I'm letting her go.
Die!
Look!
Die! Die! That's for Roman! You bastard!
Ебать. 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 Ебать.
You killed him. But he let you go.
So what? He deserved nothing better.
Охренеть.
No, you're right. He had it coming.
Yes, for what he did to Roman. I have to get out of here. Will you take me back home?
Sorry, but I want to clear something up before we go.
What's that?
Are you really expecting a child? And is Roman the father?
Yes, it's true. Me and Roman wanted to get married and go
Жесткий
somewhere far
квест.
away. With Ma too, of course.
Прям очень
But
жесткий.
you won't tell Ma about the baby, will you? Please.
Why don't you want her to know?
Ma knows how to get rid of a baby in a situation like this. She might
Вот
want
оно
to,
как.
But I don't want that.
Людмила попросила Бажену, чтобы ребенка убили, чтобы избавиться с него, но, видимо, сама не пережила роды. Пиздец. Семейные драмы.
Don't worry. I won't breathe a word to anyone.
All right.
Are you alright? You're not hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just a few scratches. It's nothing.
How did you get here?
Me and Roman were going down to the stream. He went back to get something, and I went on ahead. Those two bastards jumped me by the stream. I don't know what they wanted to do to me, but Roman stepped in. Only one of them grabbed a rock and...
I know. You don't have to say any more.
When it was all over and Roman was lying on the ground, Otter tied me up and dragged me here. I tried to make a run for it, but that bastard set his dog on me.
Do you know why they wanted to hurt you?
Yakesh put them up to it. For a long time after they chased us out. I didn't dare go to Troskovitz. Ma always warned me not to. Only then, I met Roman. I should have known the people there hadn't forgotten about us. And that Yakesh still wanted revenge.
Tell me something about Roman. What was he like?
He was a woodcutter in Troskovitz. We were... together. Sorry. I can't talk about it now.
What exactly happened? How did Roman die?
He was trying to protect me. If he hadn't come along, I don't know what those beasts would have done to me. Only that big brute grabbed a rock and smashed Roman over the head with it. He fell straight to the ground. I could swear he was looking at me the whole time, even though he was lifeless, like he was trying to tell me to run.
That's all I need to know.
So, can we please go now?
We can go. I'll go with you.
Good. I don't want to spend another moment here.
Of course.
Let's go then.
Here we are. Pavlena's fine.
Pavlena, let me look. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Ma. They
abducted her.
God almighty. Who would do such a thing?
They were hired hands from Troskovitz.
And did they do anything to you?
No, they just tied me up. But they were Yakesh's hands. They would have killed me.
Yakesh? I might have known he wouldn't leave us in peace. Hasn't he hurt us enough already? Isn't it enough that we have to live here because of him?
Ma.
I knew it would come to this. Henry, I need one last service from you.
I'd be glad to help.
Yakesh is to blame for everything. For us being driven out, for Pavlena being abducted.
And for everything else.
Everything leads back to him and his old hatred. We'll never have peace as long as he's alive.
И он предлагает его убить. Ебать.
I want you to kill him.
What? Are you serious?
Ебать.
Yes. It's either him or us.
Ебать. Ебать.
Bozhena, don't you know that that path leads nowhere good? They hurt Pavlena, yes, but you mustn't do anything. Murder is a sin.
No, Henry. Enough is enough. When Yakesh accused us of killing his son, I did nothing. When they drove us out of the village, I did nothing. When we had to forage in the woods to survive and spent the winter shivering over dying embers, I did nothing. And now, when Yakesh tried to kill my daughter, you tell me I should do nothing? No, lad. This can't go on.
And what if someone then avenges Yakesh's death on you?
Let them. I've had enough. Why would I make peace with someone who only wants to hurt us?
I don't know. There's just been enough death already. When is it going to end?
It'll end with Yakesh's death. There's no other way. If you think you can convince Yakesh, go ahead and try. But I can tell you now, it'll come to nothing.
Yakesh told me how it was with his son. He said you could have baptized him, but you didn't.
What? Are you trying to say now that he's in the right? That child was stillborn, and his mother needed help. Should I have let her
Викидиш.
die to christen her dead child?
Well, I wasn't there. So it's not my place to judge you now.
I wish everyone saw it that way.
I'm not getting involved in any murder as long as there's a chance of talking it over. I'll try to patch things up between you and Yakesh, even if you don't think it'll work out.
As you wish. But when you fail, you'll know what needs to be done. Otherwise, this will never end.
Да. Да. Офигеть. Так. Ну, попробуем. О, сбежал. А чё у меня с ХП? Чё так все плохо?
My God, you look awful. Do you need help?
Ah, no thanks. It looks worse than it is.
Так, может у купца есть какая-то инфуля?
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Помочь, что ли, достать?
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off, but what can I do?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others? They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. Rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
What do you have for sale?
Так, материал. Что я могу продать интересное? Тесак могу продать.
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
Так, ну, что-то продали. Какую-то денежку набрали. Блин, еще одно сохранение потратить. Ну, на всякий случай, ладно. Сейчас будет тяжелый просто разговор, я думаю.
Your farmhands murdered Roman and abducted Pavlena, the herb woman's daughter.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
Straw admitted everything, so I dealt with him according to the law.
Jesus Christ! Why would they do something like that?
They did it to get in your good books. For taking revenge on Bojena.
My God! I never wanted anything like that. When I get drunk, I curse her, aye, but I never wanted anyone to kidnap her daughter or murder anyone. I didn't put anyone up to it. They did it on their own, and it's their own bloody fault. Jesus Christ! That's the last thing we need, a mess like this. I have to square things up with Thrush.
Look, I know relations between you and Bojena the herb woman aren't good. But it's time to put an end to the animosity.
Where are you going with this? That witch deserves no pity.
I understand your bitterness, and I'm sorry about your son. Bojena would certainly have saved him if she could. But whatever happened between you, it has to end now. Bojena came very close to losing her daughter on account of your feud.
Your farmhands abducted her, and they killed her sweetheart.
But I had nothing to do with that. They did it of their own free will, not on my orders.
That means nothing. They did it because of you. They wanted you to be indebted to them.
But that's not my fault, and I don't see why I should have to make up with Bojena on account of it.
You're lucky I saved Pavlena. She's expecting Roman's child, the child of a man who your hands killed. If I hadn't stopped them, they'd have killed her too, along with the unborn child.
By all the saints, Shit! You're right. It's time to put an end to it. And don't worry, I understand it won't be so straightforward. I'll send Bojena compensation. I never wanted anything to happen to her daughter, and she's the one who suffered most from that banishment. She can't have been more than 10 years old. I give my word that I won't do anything bad to them. And those two fools of hands, they won't show up here again. And if they do, I'll haul them off to the bailiff myself.
I've already dealt with your hands.
Oh. Good. Good. But my offer still stands. Božena and Pavlena could return to the village.
Very well. It's about time this chain of vengeance
Ебейший
is broken
квест.
for good. Give me the money, and I'll take it to Božena. But God alone knows whether she'll forgive you.
Thank you. It's time for us all to get on with our lives. I hope Božena will understand that.
Ебать, просто квест на 5 звезд. А, я не могу, да? Не могу так быстро добраться. Ну, ничего, мы сейчас пройдем. Живоев.
Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Priests wallow in
What
gold.
did you get yourself
while their
into, lad?
falsehoods and
Go and see the surgeon before you bleed to death.
Это правда. Ну, мне надо
Can that
уважение.
be right? Salvation cannot be the same. What do they say?
I've survived worse.
You shall be forgiven.
Так, погнали к Божене. И на сегодня все. Да, коробочки?
Greetings. Do you need something?
I talked to Yakesh and explained everything to him. He agreed to make amends. His hands acted on their own accord. And he's sorry about it, mostly because of Roman and Pavlena.
What does that mean? That Pavlena can go to Troskovitz and no one will trouble us anymore?
Yes, but that's not all. He gave me some coin for Pavlena, too, as compensation for Roman. Even though he wasn't Pavlena's relative, Yakesh wants to show his sympathy for her loss. Here it is.
Thank you, Henry. In the end, you were right. If only we'd made peace with Yakesh before it all went so far.
Well, at least Pavlena is safe.
I don't know what I'd do without her. We'll always be obliged to you, Henry. If you ever need anything, you know where to come. And you should at least keep half of Yakesh's coin.
Да, деньги, конечно, нужны, но...
No way. I can't take your money. You helped us before, and I helped you in return. So keep the coin.
Well, as you wish, Henry. You're a good man. Thank you for everything. It was good to see you.
Good day to you.
God be with you.
Ну, квест, конечно, ебейший.
So, how are you doing?
Well, not bad, all things considered. I mean, with all that happened over the past few days.
I understand. I didn't want to upset you. I was just wondering if you had everything you needed, and so on.
You're so sweet, but we're doing all right. Don't worry about us. What we need and can't make ourselves, we buy. We earn some coin from my baskets and Mother's medicines, but mostly we live off what the forest provides. Ma taught me about every flower, root and mushroom, so I pick a lot of things. Ma can cook a hare like no one else, so I bring a lot of them. I can hit one at 30 paces. Sometimes we even eat venison. I can shoot a deer at 50 paces, but don't tell anyone.
Of course. You can trust me. Hitting a hare at 30 paces. That's some serious marksmanship. I'm not sure I could do it. Perhaps you could teach me a few tricks.
I'd be happy to, but don't expect any miracles. You just need to know your way around the forest and practice a lot. And when you live alone in the forest, you've got plenty of time for that.
I heard you could teach me something.
Yeah, all right. But it will cost you. What would you like to know?
Ого. Ого. Она прямо все знает, пока только денег у меня нет. То есть она у нас будет учителем, да? Круто, круто. Но квест, конечно, ебейший. Мы будем дальше проходить вот этот квест. Но сначала надо поспать. Если есть возможность где-то полежать. То лучше полежать, конечно.
Good morning.
Все. Короче, надо двигаться дальше. Показати меньше. Угу. То есть надо двигаться вот сюда. И тут приколы, и тут приколы. И тут приколы. Интересно. Это я еще не все открыл. Шок. Ладно. Посмотрим, что будет дальше. Всем пока.